Across our continent, women, girls, and children continue to face violence that too often becomes normal, ignored, or forgotten. Most of us still question what freedom truly means if women and girls continue to face violence in their homes, workplaces, schools, and communities.
You're not alone. All these women who came here today are in support of you, and so you're not going through this alone. We got you. Usikufe moyo, pole sana. I'm sorry if whatever happened to you, but also protect yourselves and protect your sisters. Remind us your name again. My name is Kenyan.
And honestly, I'm tired. I'm tired of opening social media and seeing another missing woman, another murdered woman, another child whose life ended because it had even begun. Another family begging for justice, another community saying never again, only for it to happen again. Enough is enough.
I guess you can leave us anywhere here, right? You can just put us somewhere there. Yeah, okay, so we just got here. So I think it doesn't matter when
As I stood among the crowd, I kept looking at the names written on the boards, the names of these women, beautiful, amazing humans who should still be here. Women who should be laughing with friends, with partners, raising their families, falling in love and growing old. Instead, they became names on signs, and that's really a reality none of us should accept. The coffins carried through the streets wasn't just representing death. To me, it represented a warning. It represented what happens when violence becomes ordinary, when victims are blamed, when communities stay silent, when justice comes too late or never comes at all. It wasn't just the grief, it was the courage of people who refuse to forget, the courage of survivors who continue to speak, the courage of families who continue to demand justice even after unimaginable loss. And that's when I realized something. These marches are not just memorials, they are movements, they are reminders that our responsibility does not end when the march ends. The fight continues after the cameras are off, after the hashtags stop trending, after the crowds go home, because the goal is not simply to remember the dead. The goal is to protect the living, to create a continent where women, girls, queer people, and children can exist without fear, where safety is not a privilege, where dignity is not something people have to fight for, where life is valued regardless of gender, age, identity, or background. And as an African, I don't want these conversations to happen only when tragedy strikes. I want them in our schools, in our homes, in our churches, in mosques, in our parliaments, in our communities, everywhere, because this fight is bigger than one city, bigger than one country, bigger than one march. This is about the kind of Africa we want to build. An Africa where future generations inherit safety instead of fear, justice instead of silence, love instead of violence. And until that Africa exists, we cannot afford to stop speaking, we cannot afford to stop organizing, we cannot afford to stop showing up.
are in support of you, and so you're not going through this alone. We got you. Usikufe moyo, pole sana. I'm sorry if whatever happened to you, but also protect yourselves and protect your sisters.
Remind us your name again.
My name is Koinet.
Koinet. And _KU. Bye.
Thank you, guys.
It's okay.
Mama, you take the photo.
For the women whose names were carried through Nairobi, for the children whose futures were stolen, for the survivors still carrying invisible wounds, and for those who will come after us, may we never confuse remembrance with justice. May we never mistaken awareness for change, and may we continue this fight until every person can live freely, safely, and fully, because enough is enough.